It's been called an American epidemic. Wrongful convictions have led to people who were later exonerated, spending more than 21,000 years in U.S. prisons. Illinois is the top state in the nation for wrongful convictions. Now the agency that oversees police training here is mandating classes aimed at eliminating that.
My name is Marvin Cotton Jr., and I served 19 years, 7 months, and 12 days in prison for a crime that I did not commit.
Exonerees sharing their stories with police cadets. It's a critical part of wrongful conviction awareness and avoidance training, mandated in 2022, implemented last year by the Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standards Board. The groundbreaking curriculum is being taught at all state police academies. The I-Team attending one in Decatur, another in Chicago.
Not only the first state to mandate it, but it's the first state to have this training. To our knowledge, when there's nobody else in the country that is doing this type of training. And so we're very proud of that, and proud that our legislature has thought enough of this program to make it a mandatory training to help right the wrongs of the past.
It's definitely an eye-opener. They embedded that into our brain since day one, like the importance of treating people fairly and with respect.
The numbers show that there are innocents in our criminal justice system that are being wrongfully accused and being held and punished for crimes they didn't commit, and I feel like that's something that should be brought up to the attention to new cadets in our academy to make us more aware before we even hit the streets, to have an open mind and to definitely get our policies and our procedures correct.
44 training sessions have been held so far for 3,100 cadets, all new police officers who attended an academy class since March 2023.
I spent 23 years as a police officer.
Mark Beach is the director of the program.
Forensics, right, can play a role.
I actually had no idea that wrongful convictions were really even an issue. That system that I represent would do that to somebody and would get it wrong. And so I said, I have to do something to make that better.
Data gathered by the Illinois Innocence Project is integral to the curriculum.
People of color have a harder time proving their innocence.
We just want to help going forward to prevent wrongful convictions from happening in the future.
The most meaningful aspect of it is meeting face-to-face with an exoneree. Like when you have that proximity and that human connection with someone who's been through this, the system getting it so wrong, it's hard to not be impacted by that.
My feet touched the penitentiary grounds January 1996. I had just turned 19 years old.
Cadets tell the I-Team that hearing firsthand from exonerees is impactful.
Heartbroken for sure for that person and their families, and not being able to imagine what that feels like having gone through that situation, but also honored and like there's sort of a privilege to take on the next role and do what I can and hopefully learn everything that I can and hold other people around myself accountable.
Do thorough investigations, making sure that of course our integrity is on point.
Program leaders say their goal is to expand the training to include additional experienced officers and more.
There's been so much interest from other states to replicate what we're doing other places.
I have some pretty lofty goals of not just improving the system here in the state of Illinois, but taking it across the country and even internationally to, ultimately no innocent person belongs in prison.
Even though Illinois leads the U.S. for the most overturned wrongful convictions, it has one of the lowest reimbursement programs, maxing out at $225,000. Some lawmakers are trying to get that cap increased to $2 million.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC 7 Chicago Eyewitness News.